All right, we have Obuki in the house today. So, guys, I want you guys to prepare yourself and also listen from Obuki today. So, comrade, you're
Good evening.
welcome.
I'm happy to be here. Good evening.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you. And today, I believe that you know the reason why we call you for this interview. And we want to ask you some few questions, which I believe that you're going to give us the right answer, or also talk about the necessary thing that the people, your followers, need to hear. So, comrade, what is your take on the account of campaigning donation given by Peter Obi a few days ago?
Good evening once again. Uh, I'm really happy to be here. The question I think is very germane in this time. My take is very simple, and what it did, it actually takes courage to do that. I guess they believe that they were the first set of people to do it. It can be confirmed anywhere. She already did the same thing in 2019, and he did it immediately after the election. The question is all about accountability. Though some people might have this assumption that Comrade Obuki is a card carrying member of APC. I don't belong to any political party. I only evaluate situation and have support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in which I saw his emergence to the highest political seat of our nation. We need to start telling ourselves the truth. There's there was no compulsion from the masses or from the public during the time where all these donations were collected. It came from Peter Obi, Isa Yusuf, and some other elements in their movement to tell Nigeria that after the election, they will come and give proper accounts of how the nations were received and spent without shedding any dark dots. But it's quite unfortunate to see the video circulating some days ago. I'm not a politician, like I said, but I love politics, I love good governance. When we are in a state of quagmire, we must always make a choice. During the election, we are in a state of quagmire. The candidate presented by all parties are, are parts, are contributors to the ruination of our economy and commonwealth. But however, there was nothing we could do than to choose the better evil. And I chose the most competent candidate. Let me start on the question. Let me start by giving a succinct definition of accountability. Accountability is simply defined as the acceptance for honest, acceptance of responsibility for honest and ethical conduct towards one another. That marks the concept, the two terms, three terms there: responsibility, honest, and ethical conduct. If you want to give an account of how something is being done, it must be done honestly without any contradiction. When I was seeing the videos of their public accountability of how they received the donation and how the money was spent, I was surprised to see some gibberish. I was surprised to see that those people, those that are campaigning for a better Nigerian, can find themselves intentionally in the ship of deception. You want to give account of how you received public fund by bringing up contradiction or no contradiction. Aisha Yusuf was the treasurer according to their design. She was the treasurer. She said they had four accounts and money were paid into that four accounts. And the total sum of money, sum of fund they received was 595,741 million naira. How do we how do they convince us that this is the actual amount received without giving us receipts, without giving us the account balance, without showing us the receipt of how the money entered, the receipt of date of donations, period of donations, and we started receiving money at so so date and we close down the account at so so date. These were not given. We don't know the actual money, actual fund received by the different accounts in the public space given by them. That is one of the discrepancies in their account, which is against the tenets of accountability. Second thing is about contradicting views between His Excellency Peter Obi and the self-acclaimed treasurer Aisha Yusuf. Peter Obi, when he was asked a question by a journalist regards the allegation leveled against Abure, which is the chairman of Labour Party, and Aisha Yusuf of mismanagement or financial profligacy of the donations. Peter Obi said, this, I'm not quoting him verbatim, I'm just paraphrasing. Peter Obi said that there are several groups, there are several individuals that received the money on behalf of them because there was no stringent laid down rules. That the only thing he demanded from them is proper accountability for those they collected the money from. Against what Aisha Yusuf said that there was nobody that collected any donation or give a personal account from the four account mentions with some banks. I think Sterling Bank, Zenith Bank, Globus Bank, and one other bank. Later, look at that contradiction. We are not stringent regards the receiver of public fund for public donation. How do you want to give a proper account? This is what I tag as a blood financial accountability, which is not acceptable. We also they also gave an account in their own discretion without telling people how the money was spent. They were now referring to a team lead who is giving us philosophy behind what? The purpose of receiving the money. The purpose for receiving the money is clear and is open to the public. We all know the purpose. We're asking you, how do you sum up to get the total of the money received and the money spent? According to Aisha Yusuf, the self-acclaimed altruistic activist. She said that Peter Obi himself donated 800 million, while Peter Obi claimed that there was allegation in order to refute an allegation leveled against them that the money they received is more than what they are declaring. Peter Obi said that someone leveled an allegation that the money they received was soon to be around $150 million. In his defense, Peter Obi said, maybe ignorantly or unknowingly, Peter Obi said they didn't receive up to 1% of $150 million, that all the money that he received, all the donation he received, he changed them to naira and gave it to Aisha Yusufu. Look at it oh, all the dollars he received, he changed them to naira and gave it to Aisha Yusuf as the treasurer of the movement. Who is now deceiving who? And Aisha Yusufu is claiming that Peter Obi donated 800 million to the campaign. Please, it is high time we stop deceiving ourselves. It is high time we knew that all these people are carcass. We need to agree with ourselves that we operate two societies in Nigeria, the bourgeoisie and the proletariat, the rich and the poor. Once someone has a platform to connect with the rich, automatically they think with the rich. They have the same aim. Look at the people that are calling this present administration, the Tinubu-led administration, thieves, in which a donation becomes an account of a donation becomes a problem. They said they wanted to give account of how they procure things. The team lead was telling us about the purpose of the donation. Look at this. Look at this. If you look at the imbecility of their publicity, you will realize that we actually, as Nigerians, escaped a straight bullet. Hadn't been we allow these clueless individuals to emerge. Like I said, we were in a state of quagmire to choose among the devils, but I voted the better evil. I voted the better evil. A simple donation that Showore in 2019 analyzed a self-explanatory analysis to how donation was received and how the donations were spent. Look at these clueless mannequins. You want to claim that you are